All right, guys, for today's workout, we got on a 15-minute clock, we're going to find a heavy single bench press. That's right, we're gonna be benching. We're going to be developing speed and power with the bench press today. It may not be your all-time best, but we do wanna find a challenging 1 rep. We're not looking for a PR today, but we're gonna be focusing for 50 minutes to build that challenging 1 rep. Once we're done with that part, we're gonna be focusing on 3 reps, and we're gonna do that across 8 sets. For that part, we're gonna be focusing on a fast concentric bar speed. So that means we're gonna lower the bar to the chest and then a fast up. Cool, so let's go and look at the bench press. First, you swing like this. All right. All right, guys, I just want to go through the setup for the bench press. Number 1, I like to always make sure that the bar is all the way to the front of the hook. So push the bar all the way to the front of the hooks. Why is that important? Well, for your setup. Second thing is the height of those J hooks. You want them to be almost where you're just barely gonna be able to raise the bar off that hook. So you don't want to have like a big press. So that's going to be the second thing. When you're on the bench, okay, when I press off, I don't want my shoulders to come off the bench. So your shoulders are always pinned down against the bench. So when you push off, notice that I barely have enough space to go through there with my shoulders still pinned down on the bench. So those are the 2 first things there to look at. Okay, guys, now that you know how to set up, how are you gonna set up your body in the safest and strongest way possible to be able to lift heavy load and do it safely? So number 1 thing is your shoulder blades, okay, or back. We're gonna make sure that they're pinned back and down, pushing it against the surface of the bench. So we're gonna retract our shoulders down to the bench. You're gonna hold on to the bar and pull yourself up again to the bar, retracting your shoulder blades and then pushing it against the bench. As I'm doing that, second thing, I'm pushing my feet into the ground as I'm squeezing my glutes. So my glutes are hovering on the bench. This is what it looks like. Check it out. When I do all those 3 things, my butt is tension in my glutes, I'm pushing off the floor, I'm pushing my upper back against the bench, we should see an arch happening on my lower back. Check it out. I bring my body up, I put my shoulder blades down on the floor, I push the ground, I'm squeezing my glutes. There, I'm ready to start lifting. Now what's happening when you are bringing the bar up and down? We're not just thinking of bringing the bar down to the chest and pressing and doing the wiggly. You need to be thinking of having tension in your body, creating torque in the joints to have the most strong and safe position on your shoulders. Okay, so check it out. We are going to be thinking of breaking the bar on the way down. What do I mean by that? Well, if you would imagine if the bar was a stick and you want to snap it. So on the way down, we're going to be thinking of breaking the bar, and that's immediately going to put you already have your shoulder blades down against the bench. It's going to put your shoulders or create torque in the shoulder joints to keeping and pressing down in that position there. It's immediately going to bring those elbows at 45. So we're not going to be flaring out the elbows to the side, but it's going to keep those elbows at 45, close to the body. On the way up, we're gonna visualize that we're stretching a band. So it's gonna change a little bit. I'll have a band here to demonstrate that. So on the way down, we're breaking the bar. On the way up, we're gonna be thinking of stretching the band. So we're gonna be thinking of doing that. That's not happening, right? Your hands are on a barbell, but you're feeling that, or that sensation is what you wanna feel, is stretching the bar on the way up. Break the bar on the way down, stretch the bar on the way up. Let me demonstrate what that looks like. So you're gonna set up, right? Mouth straight under. This is what I'm talking about here. On the way down, look what's happening when I'm thinking of breaking the bar. Look what happens on my elbow joints. Boom. Do you guys see that? How they turn? That's what we want to see. On the way down, keep that tension. Keep thinking of breaking the bar, breaking the bar, breaking the bar. On the way up, stretch the bar, stretch the bar. On the way down, break the bar, break the bar. On the way up, stretch the bar, stretch the bar. Okay guys, so now that we know the sensation of breaking the bar, stretching the bar, the other thing here is the bar path. Bar path, you want it just to keep in a straight bar path, straight up and down. We're gonna aim below the chest or about to the sternum and then keep that straight line. Maybe a little bit of an angle, but not too much. Check it out, looks like this. I lift off, I bring it all the way below my chest, I'm breaking the bar below the chest, I'm stretching the bar, and I'm keeping it just in a straight bar path. I'm always focused here on a straight bar path. Maybe there's a slight angle towards your head, but not a lot. I'm always focused in a straight bar path. All right guys, where do you want to be placing your hands on the bar? There's a soft part in the middle. If you extend your thumbs out to the soft part and now grip the bar, that's going to set you about where we want to be. How are you going to know? When you're at the bottom, you want your arms to be at 90 degrees. So if we are too wide, I'm not at 90. If we're too narrow, I'm not at 90. You guys see that angle? So you want to be about 90 when you're here at the bottom. 90 degrees. Press. When I say 90 degrees, that's what I mean, is that you're on a square at the bottom. Cool.